simple upper body exercises. We can vary the stance to get a little better balance challenge and contraction for our midsection, depending on how wide, narrow our base is and what our points of support are. So if we just have our typical squat stance with our zipping up, even pressure, balls and heels of the feet, even pressure, big toe, little toe, so we set our tripod. Soften the knee, if anything like a slight push out. You can activate a little bit of posterior glute, because we're usually not as active there as we should be. Level pelvis, not arched, not flattened. The shoulder blades relaxed and engaged into the torso, and the head nice and tall. So we have kind of like a pillar spine effect going up and down. So if we have like a nice balanced squat stance, which would be one of our more stable bases, we can just sit here and usually alternate side to side, so we get a little bit of asymmetrical core challenge. So because we come together, they can kind of counterweight each other a little bit as we excursion more with one or the other, to get a little extra work across the midsection. Or as we do like a front raise back and forth, side raise, overhead press, whatever we want to get into. And sort of this is one of our more stable bases. From there, we can go to more of an inline lunge. We can start with the feet sort of apart, and we can walk them in until they're almost in line to get a little bit more, a little more balance challenge. So from here, we can still get our asymmetrical motions. Our different raises. This will be a lot tougher on the frontal plane excursions out to the side each way. Require a lot more counterbalance as we go. Walking inwards as that gets more difficult. From there, we can drop down to half kneeling position. It's going to get a little more hip flexor stretch on top of it as we get across each way. A little bit of multitasking as we get a little bit more hip flexor challenge. Then we can think down to tall kneeling also. So kind of like a bilateral hip extension, nice and tall through the spine, kind of keeping up with all those principles we talked about earlier. Asymmetrical motions. One at a time, so the midsection has to compensate for the load on one half of the body and not the other. Gets us a little more active as we go each way.